guys! So today we're going to be working on how you can order teen numbers. This is similar to the lesson you did yesterday. Mrs. Arendt had made a video about comparing teen numbers. The difference between comparing and ordering is comparing is usually just two numbers that you're checking to see which one is greater and which one is fewer. Ordering is going to be more than two. So we're taking those skills that you learned about how to compare numbers and compare two numbers, and we're going to be putting teen numbers in order from greatest to least or least to greatest. And it's going to be a big group of numbers. So that's our goal here at the bottom, our I can statement. I can put teen numbers in order from greatest to least or least to greatest. Great, let's get started. So first, if you were in class, I always like to start with the warm-up of counting from 0 to 20 forwards and backwards when we're doing this chapter because we're learning all about numbers from 0 to 20. All right, so count with me. First, we're going to go forwards, counting from 0 to 20. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Nice work. Make sure you're counting along with me. Now let's go backwards. That's a little bit trickier. So we're going to start at 20 and go back down to 0. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Nice job. Now we got our brains warmed up for numbers 0 through 20. All right. Just a little review from earlier this week because this is important when understanding how to order teen numbers. What is a teen number? A teen number is any number that is remember? A 10 plus a digit. Or you can say it is a 10 plus some leftover ones. And I have all the teen numbers here on our screen in a row. Remember, not all of them have the sound teen in the word. 10, 11, and 12, those are still teen numbers, even though they don't say teen in their number. But they are still a teen number because they are 10 plus a digit, or 10 plus some ones. And then, of course, we have 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19, the ones we usually think of. All right, moving on to the next page. So yesterday you learned how to compare numbers with a video that Mrs. Arendt made. How do we compare numbers? So there's two different things you have to do. First, you compare the tens place. If it's the same, then you move on to step number 2. If it's not the same, you can stop after that. Then step number 2, if you need to do it, is compare the ones place. So for example, if my two numbers that I'm comparing are 9 and 19, I'm going to first look at the tens place. So 19 has 1 10, and 9 is a little bit tricky, but it has 0 tens. There's an invisible 0 in front of the 9 there. So if I'm looking at my two numbers to see which one is greater, what's greater, 0 tens or 1 10? I know 1 10 is greater, so I already know that 19 is the greater number. I don't even have to do step number 2 because the tens place was different in this one. On this problem, though, 18 or 15, which one is greater? If I first look at the tens, I notice there's 1 10 and 18, and also 1 10 and 15. So my numbers are the same. So I have to move on to step number 2, and now I'm going to compare the ones place. I notice in 18, there are 8 ones, and in 15, there are 5 ones. What is greater, 8 ones or 5 ones? I notice that 8 ones is greater, so now 18 is my greater number. All right, so now that we remember how to compare our teen numbers, now we're going to order them. It's the same steps. First, we look at the tens place. If the tens are the same, we'll move on to step number 2, which is to look at the ones place. So we're going to put these numbers in order from least to greatest. So what I'm going to start by doing is putting an L under the first spot to remind myself that that's where I'm going to put the least number. And I'm going to put a G under the last spot to remind myself that's where my greatest number is going to be. So I'm looking at these numbers, 11, 18, 12, 8, and 10. So first I'm going to look at the tens place because that's step number 1. So if I look at the tens in each one, I notice there's 110 in 11, 110 in 18, 110 in 12. There's 0 tens in 8 because it's just 1, so there's an invisible 0 there, and 110 in 10. So I'm thinking about all those numbers, which one is the least? 110, 110, 110, 0 tens, or 110? I bet you said 0 tens. So 8 would be the least number because it doesn't even have any tens. It's not even a teen number. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually cross it off so I know I already used this number. I don't need to use it again. All right. Now going back to the rest of my numbers, 11, 18, 12, 10. I want to figure out which one is the next least. But I notice they all have the same number of tens. 110, 110, 110, and 110. Since they're all the same, I need to go on to step number 2 and compare the ones. Now I'm looking at the ones place. I notice there's 1 1 in 11, 8 ones in 18, 2 ones in 12, and 0 ones in 10. So which of those are the least? 1 1, 8 ones, 2 ones, or 0 ones? 0 ones would be the least. So 10 is my next number. And I'm going to cross it off because I used it. Now I have 11, 18, and 12 left. Which one has the least number of ones? 1 1, 8 ones, or 2 ones? 1 1. So that would be 11 is next. And I'll cross it off. Now I have 18 and 12 left. Which one has the least number of ones? 8 ones or 2 ones? 2 ones, so that would be 12, which means my last number, the greatest number, is 18. Nice job. So you just put all these numbers in order from least to greatest with me. Sometimes you might be asked to put numbers in order from greatest to least. You would use the same steps, except for you would just be asking yourself which ones are greater. And you would start with those. All right, so if we go back to our goal at the beginning, our I can statement was, I can put numbers in order from greatest to least or least to greatest. So hopefully this video helped you and you can practice that today. Nice job, first grade. Have a good day.